Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Virgo. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate with everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find anything in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you may find a message in there for you. Now, this is your finance reading. Now, it is a timeless reading, so whenever it falls into your feed is likely to be when it's relevant for yourself. But if you want to know the date of the recording, today is the 20th of September. So let's get into it. As always, I am not a qualified financial advisor. This is simply a message that Spirit would like to convey with regards to how to potentially improve your financial circumstances if you follow the advice. Now let's get into it. Okay, that's half a deck, Spirit. I only want 2 more cards, please. That's 3. No, that's 4. That's too many. Oh, why are you chucking out half a deck at me at a time? It's not being very helpful today, is it? Clearly has a lot to tell you, but I'm pretty sure it can find 1 or 2 cards that can summarise a chunk of that, especially when we're going to use clarifiers, Spirit. There will be clarifying cards. Come on. Play ball for me. Thank you. Okay. So in the overall energy for yourself, we have the Fool card. So that is currently suggesting to me that you may be a little bit emotional when you're looking at spending money. You could be irrationally spending, irrationally saving, very much let your mood generally dictates it, but it is suggesting to me that you are trying to curb your mood with spending money. So you are trying to calm down on irrational spending. In your current position, we have a 7 of Cups in the reverse. Now that's suggesting to me that you don't like using your intuition where money is concerned. You're very much all about facts and figures, which, let's face it, is a very Virgo thing to do. We like a lot of certainty. I'm a Virgo. I'm very much like that myself. I don't like the uncertain where money's concerned. I like to know what's coming in, what's going out, where it's going, you know. It's the control thing. But yeah, it's very much, you don't like using your intuition. You don't like having to pick the uncertain. Even if you think it's going to be something good. You want it to be, you want, you know, everything to be known. And get 1 more to clarify, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Swords. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. And they've all come out to clarify. So that 3 of Swords then is very much telling me that you may have had a financial loss. You are trying to recover from it. You are acting on recovering anything, and you're trying to manage that, and you're trying to be as successful as you can. You are very much trying to manage your funds with this King of Cups. You're trying to keep an eye on it. You're aware that you need to, you know, watch what you're spending. You need to keep an eye on all your money in order to achieve what dreams you want or you've got. And we have this Knight of Swords as well. So you don't want to take hasty action. You're very much thinking, this is why you don't want to use your intuition. You don't want to be impulsive where money is concerned. You're very much trying to think things through, which is why this Fool is in the reverse. Because it is, like I say, it's very much, you may have used to have been somebody that's impulse buying. You're trying your hardest to come out of that. You're trying to not let your emotions, influence your spending. This Knight of Swords and this 7 of Cups very much telling me that you don't use your intuition. You really want to think things through. before you go anywhere. And it's potentially because of some financial loss that you may have had. So you're trying to think things through better. Maybe your intuition failed you at one point and you've spent a little bit extra than you should, and now you're trying to, recoup that. Now, in your challenge position, we do have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now, this is very much suggesting that you need to choose which path you take, and you need to choose wisely. Potentially, you may not have done in the past, and that could be why it is a bit of a challenge. It's also suggesting that any financial allies you need to be wary of and make sure that you do choose those wisely as well. It is suggesting that success can be on its way, but it can be a bit of, the challenge is making sure that you are picking the right path and picking who and what, what serves you on the way. So let's get some clarification of this Ace of Swords. So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Star in the reverse. So that Nine of Wands then, very much telling me that your challenge is to make sure that you do invest safely. So anything you are going towards, make sure that it is a safe investment. This is the challenge, is that something will be very unsafe. So yeah, make sure you are investing safely. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is rushing into a decision. So your challenge is not to rush as well. So not doing anything too hastily, not, investing safely, not rushing. And then we have this Star card in the reverse too. This Star card is very much suggesting that you're not currently looking around. Now, when I say looking around, it's more, so when the star's in the upright, it's very much you looking at other people that have already got the success you want and emulating them to get the success that you want, because they've already got it. So why would you not follow them, This is very much that you're not doing that. So potentially the challenge is to, look at other people, see what they're doing. Maybe not copy them as such, but, following their footsteps, see what it is that they're doing. And this could be why you need to choose your allies wisely with this Ace of Swords. Maybe you've got people around you that think that they know better, even though they haven't got that success, and it could be very much to do with that. So you've just got to make sure that you are choosing the right people that are around you, because some people will lead you astray, and that could end up leading you into hasty decisions which you don't want to make, and potentially financial loss. And this is very much, not achieving because you're not looking at people that are successful. This is achieving because you're following people that you already know that are successful. So very much choosing your allies wisely in order to, what to follow and what to invest. If you've got somebody that's telling you, I don't know, maybe you're looking at getting a promotion to a manager, and your friend who's never been a manager is telling you, oh, you need to do this, 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 and this. But a manager's telling you, well, actually, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Are you going to believe your friend that's never been a manager, or are you going to believe your manager? Your friend's never been a manager. How would they know what it takes to be a manager? That kind of thing. Same as if maybe you are setting up an online business or setting up your own business, and you've got someone that all of us, they decide this is going to sell brilliantly, but they don't do any market research. They don't look at what is it that you're trying to sell. They don't look at your market. They don't look at anything. They just think that this is great, but they don't want to take the risk and do it themselves, and they're trying to convince you that it's the best thing. People like that, if they're not willing to do it themselves to see if it's successful, Why should you take that risk on for them? You know, there's got to be a reason why they're not doing it. And if it's something that you can't find anywhere, is it a reason that you can't find it anywhere? So, you know, it's that whole doing the market research. If they haven't done it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea. So just because somebody's telling you it's great to do that, if it's not something that wasn't your idea, and, you know, try not to get too convinced. Now, in your advice, we have the Strength card in the reverse. So to help you navigate this challenge of, you know, picking your allies and, yeah, choosing the path, we have the Strength. So this is suggesting to me to be cautious. Now, the Strength card in the upright is saying success in business is usually like dare and encourage. Okay. When it's in the reverse, it's telling me that you need to be a little bit more conservative. It's suggesting that, yes, you will have success, but you need to be more conservative about having that success. Maybe not being bold and courageous and doing something that nobody's ever done before, which could be what somebody is trying to push you towards. And I believe that's more to do with this star, with, you know, looking at people that are already successful. Why do something different if you've already got a proven path that works? So not so much, yes, having confidence to go forward towards that path, but not being too bold and courageous to deviate from it and try something completely different that you've got no idea isn't going to work or will work. You know, it's one of those of being conservative with your efforts towards it. By all means, you know, take that leap and move towards what you want, but do it at a conservative pace. Make sure that you're using your head, you're taking your time, you're not rushing into things. We need to get 2 more cards to clarify, please, Spirit. Thank you. So I've got the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, to clarify that. And they've all come out in the upright. So that 4 of Pentacles is very much telling me that, you know, try not to fear financial loss too much. It's not going to make you lonely, okay? Remember what's important in life. You've always got people around you, so stop fearing financial loss. It might take you a while to get where you're going, but stop worrying too much about loss that you've already incurred, okay? Move forward, learn and grow from it. The plan that you've got is sound, so go towards it. Plant your seeds, start moving. So the ideas that you've got are good. There is nothing stopping you going towards it. Take a conservative path towards it. Don't rush, don't be hasty. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest card in the deck. Very much slow and steady wins that race, okay? So it is a very good plan that you've already got. You know what you want to do, but it's moving towards it, steady and cautious, making sure that you're taking each step and making sure you're not missing things out. This 10 of Cups is telling me that you are able to include other people in your money. It does have a good effect on them. So yes, by all means, you know, spend your money on other people if you've got the spare money to do so. But yeah, so very much moving towards what it is you want. Stop fearing losses. And if you want to spend money on people, then spend money on people. Obviously do it within your own means though. Don't go don't go overboard and get somebody, you know, you might have somebody that's twittering in your ear. Like I was saying earlier about somebody telling you that it might be a good idea to sell something. They might want you to invest loads of money into it as well. If you think it's a good idea and you can see it working, then fair enough. But do it after you've done your own market research. And if it makes you feel good and makes them feel good, then spend money on it. But make sure that it's a sound plan, okay? And if it's something where you lose the money or it doesn't work and this person, you know, whoever it is, doesn't particularly take it too well, Don't worry about losing them. They're clearly only around for to use, you know. If you manage to follow this advice, you know, take those steps, do it slow and steady. Don't worry about losses as much. Stop worrying about being lonely if you've got no money. You haven't got to worry about that because you've always got people around you. Yes, okay, spend some money on some if you want to. It's not a necessity. You do not have to spend money on people if you do not want to. And like I say, anything where it comes to whatever it is that you want to do, you've got the right approach. Just do it cautiously, slow and steady, okay? Now, like I say, if you manage to navigate through all that in that advice, we have the Knight of Wands as your outcome. Now, that Knight of Wands is very much telling me that impulsiveness doesn't serve you in the long term. So again, continuing to be cautious as your outcome, but it will lead to good investment if you continue to be cautious. Now, with the Knight of Wands there, it's very much if you are impulsive in the end with regards to your plans, if you decide to speed it up a lot quicker, then it can lead you to, it's not going to serve you in the long term. Let's put it that way. The Knight of Wands runs out of steam, runs out of energy. So if you go too quick, it's not going to serve you. If you take the slow and steady approach and you're doing things meticulously, making sure you don't miss a step, and you're doing it cautiously, thinking everything through as you're doing it, then you should be fine. Now, you've got the High Priestess in the reverse, the Temperance, Justice, and the Ten of Swords. To clarify, Justice is in the reverse as well there. Now, before I go any further, what I am going to say is you've got a lot of repeating numbers out here. You've got 10, 10, you've got 9 and a 9. I'm pretty sure I saw something else. But either way, you've got some reoccurring numbers. If you are seeing signs and synchronicities, it does mean that you're on the right track. Sometimes you might have something, there might be a bit of a message from an angel or spirit guide, just a bit of a nudge to keep you on the right track. So if you are seeing signs and synchronicities, it is worth looking them up to see what message it is that you've got. It's just something to help keep you going forward on that right track. All right then, so the High Priestess in the reverse then. So very much suggesting to me that you need to make sure you're spending wisely. Don't be too impulsive. The Knight of Wands, like I say, that's hasty movement. The High Priestess can be spending too impulsively as well. So make sure you're not spending too impulsively. The Temperance is suggesting to me that you need to look at transforming how you work by adapting the needs and goals of others, which takes me back to this Star card that was in your challenge. Very much looking at what other people have already got, and emulating, or not necessarily emulating, but seeing how they got where they've got to, and you kind of copying their steps, not copying but following in their steps, you know, and very much seeing what their goals were, what were their needs, and transforming how you're going to move forward and how you do things by possibly even going for the same goals that they had, you know, and whatever their needs were, seeing how much they compare to yours and, you know, planning accordingly, going towards them. Now, we do have this Justice card in the reverse. The Justice card is, excuse me, excuse me, that was a big yawn. Crikey. So the Justice card in the reverse is suggesting that you could come across some very risky opportunities. So don't jump into them. Don't be hasty. Don't jump in. continue to use your head over your intuition. Very much look at it in a wise light. And then we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. No, it's not. It's in the upright. Again, don't be obsessed over money. It doesn't bring you happiness in the long run. Very much, you know, do what you need to do to get where you want to. Make sure that you're getting your goals and your needs. But don't get obsessed. So if you do start seeing that things are becoming more successful and you've got money coming in, don't get too obsessed with it, because it's not going to serve you. It just leads to negative energies and lowers your vibration if you become obsessed with money. It's just greed at the end of the day. So, you know, if you do seem like, if you do start getting a lot in, once you've fulfilled your needs with it, consider giving to charities, or, you know, even if it's just a little bit, help others, help people where you can. By all means, make sure that you are saving some for a rainy day, putting things into your saving. It's looking after yourself, long-term planning, you know. But don't become obsessed, because that never serves you well. Right, let's get you an Angel of Abundance card to see if there's any more messages Spirit would like to convey. Okay, so we've got unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So that the Knight of Pentacles are very much your ideas. You've got the right plan. You just need to move forward with it. So God has given you lots and lots and lots of ideas, and they will all come to fruition if you work through them. Right, I hope you enjoyed your video, Virgo. If you did enjoy your reading today, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. If you want to hear more from me as well, don't forget to hit that subscribe. And if you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Thank you for joining me today, and good luck.